Yo, what's going on guys? Ash here. Now, being a Power Rangers YouTuber, one thing a lot of people have always wanted to see, or they tell me they would love to see, is an animated Power Rangers series. Whether it's adapting the comics, the TV show, or telling an original story, fans would love to see an animated Power Rangers series. And there's been points within the past couple of years of Power Rangers where we almost got an animated Power Rangers series. I think there was an idea pitched at Disney back in the day where we saw some test animation. Nothing came of it. I think it was just test animation that they pitched at Disney for an idea. In 2016, around that time, 2015, 2016, the company that does The Miraculous Ladybug, they were going to do an animated Power Rangers movie that would sort of retell Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and the trailer's out there. It looked pretty complete from what we could see lying around, whether this was test footage or not, but it looked really interesting in that Miraculous Ladybug style of animation with the Power Rangers characters we all know and love from the original series back in the day. But we haven't had an animated Power Rangers series ever. And although Hasbro had shopped the idea around, that was 6 years ago, and things have changed with Hasbro recently, whether it's them struggling to get the reboot off the ground, selling props. The position that Hasbro has with the Power Rangers brand is very different than it was when it bought it, and that's this whole other can of worms that we could probably get into for another video, but I won't do that. But more recently, whether we haven't been getting an animated Power Rangers series, we've been seeing these Sentai-inspired series, you could say, or Sentai-based series, you could say, that have been coming out. And although some have been around for ages, they've been getting a lot of spotlight recently. More recently was Reject Ranger, or Go-Go Loser Ranger, whatever you want to call it. And although it was only 12 episodes long, I did enjoy Go-Go Loser Ranger as it was airing week to week. It did have its problems. The pacing was a little bit slow, the animation did look a little bit wonky in some scenes here and there, and a lot of characters did seem off-model from certain scenes or certain episodes that it did look a little bit funny, but Go-Go Loser Ranger was a treat to watch week to week. And more recently, we've got another Sentai or Power Rangers based anime that will be dropping sometime next year called Red Ranger in Another World. So what is Red Ranger in Another World about? Well, I'll read the blurb and I'll probably butcher some names here, but I'll read the plot synopsis for this series and then I'll go over it in a bit. So here's the plot synopsis for Red Ranger in Another World. Asakagi Togo was the Red Ranger in a heroic ranger squad. During their final battle against the ultimate evil organization, he suffers a crushing defeat and resigns himself to death. That is, until he finds himself reborn in an entirely different world. Embracing his new role as an adventurer, he transforms into Kuzuna Red and continues his pursuit of justice, helping those in need. Enjoy this heroic tale of a Red Ranger becoming a protector of another world. So, yeah, it's an isekai series. Now, personally, isekai series have never been for me. I'm more of a fan of shonen and seinen-based series. You can probably see because of the shelves behind me. I've got One Piece figures back there, Dragon Ball figures back there, Yu Yu Hakusho figures back there, Berserk books, and of course a One Piece tattoo on my arm. So the isekai genre has never been for me. I tried getting into Sword Art Online, I tried getting into Overlord, I tried getting into Kosuna Shibababa, the blue-haired girl and that anime. I could never get into it. And looking at the trailer we get for this anime, it does look cool. It does look really awesome. Like, the anime does seem pretty clean. But as soon as I saw, like, the big-titted mage girl, I was like, oh, great, it's going to be one of those series. Like, even before I found out it was going to be an isekai series, I kind of guessed it was an isekai series because, you know, you had the Sentai Ranger in the world with, like, the mage and the knights and stuff like that. So that's the vibe it was going for. But I'll definitely be checking it out and watching it, no doubt about it. But I want to talk about the character designs we've got here because there are some very interesting character designs. Starting off with the Red Ranger, his civilian form, and not only that, his ranger form. So his civilian form, it does look cool, but he does look like he belongs in a Beyblade anime with the red hair. I'm just saying, like, he looks like he belongs in a sports anime, in my honest opinion, like with the spiky hair and stuff like that. But I do like the henshin device he uses in the trailer. I mean, you even hear the henshin sounds it makes when he transforms to morph, which is really freaking cool. But not only that, his ranger form looks really sleek as well. It gives me more recently King Oja vibes in a way, but also the helmet gives me Lupat vibes as well, mostly the top part as well. So the Ranger design does look really freaking cool, and I'm hoping we do get to see other Rangers as the show goes on. Apparently there's a manga series that's out there in English, so I might have to read that, that's for sure. So I might check that out and cover it on the channel sometime in the nearby future, but Red Ranger in Another World. It does look interesting, and I'll definitely be checking it out when it drops sometime in 2025. But what do you guys think of Red Ranger in Another World? Will you be watching this series? Will you not be watching this series? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out, take care, and bye.